Thank you, Himanshu. That was indeed a beautiful speech. Next, we will be having another elocution by Shriman Mayank Kumar of class 9th, titled, If You Want to Know India, Study Vivekananda. I would like to call Shriman Mayank Kumar on the stage for this.
One and all present here, respected Chief Guest Sir, Revered Principal Maharaj, Revered Coordinator Maharaj, all other respected and revered bongs and brahmacharyans, respected teachers and non-teaching staff, and my dear brothers. When the world suffered from moral depravity, when the masses of India trampled under the feet of the mighty British Empire, cried in despair, devoid of its self-confidence and self-worth, when the masses, captivated by the fiendish ignorance and poverty, remained mute spectators while the destiny of the nation was being decided by the handful of so-called intelligentsia who recklessly plundered the country of all her possessions, there rose a figure, a man, young in years but eternal in wisdom, who not only aroused the soul and spirit of the nation, but also awakened the sleeping Leviathan, the term which he famously used to refer for the common masses of India. And he is none other than our beloved ideal, Swami Vivekananda. I once again welcome one and all present here in this pious auditorium. Today I, Mayank Kumar, invite you on a journey of inspiration, a journey that revolves around the radiant personality of Swamiji and pay our homage and tribute to this great soul of India. It is truly quoted by the Nobel laureate Kaviguru Rabindranath Tagore that if you want to know India, study Vivekananda. In him, everything is positive and nothing negative. And indeed, it is very true. As we study more and more about him, we find his bodily container brimming with positivity. For him, it is India, India, and India. He lived for India, dreamt of India, thought for India. He strives for the welfare of the common masses on whom he sees the power of Brahm, the Narayan himself. He cries in the pain and suffering of the mankind. He felt he has a profound sensibility and sympathy that he felt towards the mankind. And there is a very interesting story which reflects this profound love and sympathy that he felt towards the humanity. The story goes on as when once Swami Vidyapith used to stay at a room next to Swamiji's at Belur Math. One day he woke up at 2 a.m., came out of his room and got startled to see Swamiji moving restlessly along the portico. As he inquired, Swamiji replied, "I was sleeping, but suddenly I felt a sort of shock and woke up. I am sure there must have been an accident somewhere in the world and that many people may have lost their lives." Swami Vivekananda, like most of us, did not take Swamiji's words seriously. He could not digest that. But to his amazement, he read in the newspaper the next morning that many people have lost their lives in a volcanic eruption in near Fiji. And adding to his amazement, the eruption occurred at the exact moment when Swamiji felt that shock. Well, this simple story is evident of Swamiji's omnipotent love and sympathy for the mankind. He always thought for the upliftment and welfare of the downtrodden, the outcast. His brain was filled with the thoughts of India, her past, present, and future. His love for India was so profound that eventually he referred himself as a condensed India. We can understand this love for India by the simple incident when Josephine MacLeod, one of his admirers, asked Swamiji that how could she best help him. And he simply replied, "Love India." Well, this utmost conviction of Swamiji's and his love for India is better echoed in the words of Sister Nivedita when she said, "India was Swamiji's greatest passion. India throbbed in his breast, India beat in his pulses, India was his daydream, India was his nightmare. Not only that, he himself became India. He was the embodiment of India in flesh and blood." This was Swamiji and his love for beloved Ma Bharati. He always thought of India. And I don't think there is anyone who better read understood and intimately knew India than Swamiji. He was aware and proud of her glorious past. He understood her present problems, and he anticipated his future, for which he worked tirelessly and inspired the youth, inspired the elderly, inspired all castes and creeds, and inspired the men as well as women to think, work and dedicate each ounce of their life for the welfare of the society, for the upliftment of the downtrodden, the outcast, and to work for the cause of the motherland. He understood the problems of poverty, ignorance, and discriminatory society, illiteracy, and all other problems that was engulfing India, and he worked for it. He worked for the upliftment of the society, for the common masses. And finally, I would like to conclude that after studying Swamiji's life, we all cannot but be convinced that he was unique in all aspects. Swamiji's love for his motherland was so profound that there are only few men who loved India like Swamiji, who worked for India like Swamiji, and who worked more jealously for the well-being of its citizens like Swamiji. And it is equally true that he lashed out at the imbecility, cowardice, and incompetence of the common mass, of the masses, who, despite of having great potential, despite being Rishiputras, don't even twitch their muscles for the welfare of the nation. He touched both the extremes as he knew India intimately. His love for the motherland was as meticulous as a loving mother's love for her child. That's why Kavi Guru Rabindranath Thakur said to Romarola, if you want to know India, study Vivekananda. Thank you.